What's going on, you guys? What is going on? Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Every time I got to get this camera right. There we go. What's going on, you guys? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 16, Episode 13. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys have had a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I've been asleep for most of the day. So y'all know I normally go live like literally like 5 minutes after the show. But y'all know, let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell y'all why I had to push this live back like a whole hour and some change. Let me tell y'all. So yesterday, I went to work, and then after I went to work, Jamar and I went to this showcase that Carl was performing at and Bando was performing at. So we went to support them. Today is Bando's birthday, if you guys don't know. So after the showcase last night, we went out, we went out and partied and everything else for Bando's birthday. So we hung out all night last night. I didn't get home from partying last night until like 4 o'clock in the morning. Had to be at work at 6. So what happened was when I got here at 4, I took an hour nap, got up, put on my clothes, went to work, made it on time for work, was miserable when I got to work, drunk 2 Red Bulls at work to keep my energy up, got off of work, came home, cooked me 2 hamburgers, and laid down, went to sleep. When I woke up, it was 8:30 and the show was already on. Child, I think that nap lasted for a good 5 or 6 hours. So that's why I had to push this live back to 10:30. I don't like going live this late, but I pushed it back to 10:30 so I could have me some time to really get into the episode and watch it. So yeah, that's why the live is late, y'all. That is why the live is late. So I am very sorry. Y'all know that. Y'all know I normally be on time for the on time. Now, again, y'all do know that I start this thing off at the 5 minute mark. So, I just be running my mouth for the first 5 minutes of the lives. But before we get into anything, let me also let you guys know that tomorrow is the Whether You Like It or Not panel. And I think it's gonna be on Sakina's platform tomorrow because this past week it was on Ya's platform, but it's gonna be on Sakina's platform. Now I'm gonna let you guys know now before there's any questions being asked. You may not see me on the live tomorrow because I have to film tomorrow night. So there's a possibility that you may not see me on the live. And if you do see me on the live, it's gonna be hella late because once again, we gotta film. I gotta film tomorrow. So tomorrow night. So that's the reason why I probably won't be at the panel. But other than that, yes, be sure to tune in and show up and show out for the people. Um, Let me let you guys also know something too. We are discussing doing a live show or like a get together for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. We're talking about it. We haven't really made up our minds on what we're going to do, but there are conversations about it. So be prepared. We're looking at doing it here in Atlanta because me and Sakina are already here. Really, B and Josiah always come to Atlanta, so we've decided that if we choose to do something, it'll be right here in Atlanta, at least for the first time. So I think it's like I said, I think it's really just me holding back because I just wanted to go a certain way and I really want the people to really show up and show out and really enjoy themselves with us. That's all I really want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna get into those things, but hopefully, we all come together, make it work out, and see if we can get it together. You feel what I'm saying? And not to mention, we did say that if we do something with the Whether You Like It or Not panel, we do want special guests to be there as well, like some YouTubers that we all know and love and that we work with. And another thing, I met Quadir last night at the club, y'all. I loved me some Quadir. Oh my God. Like I used to be such a big fan of his. And when I met him last night at the club, I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? He was very nice, very nice. But anyway, y'all, that's about it. Let's go ahead and get into the review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We got over 100 and some people up in here. So go figure. All right. All righty then. Let me get my notes out. So let's get into it. So we already know that at this point, the girls are headed and getting ready to go to Grenada, honey. The girls are getting ready to go to Grenada. And we're all at Shamea's house, and Shamea, got the truck out there. She got all these donations. And at this particular point in time, we know that, the thing with Grenada is that they had like this hurricane. They had a whole lot of damage and all of those things. So we're trying to get, all these donations. All of the girls have come together and, donated as much as they could to the cause. So so Kelly comes over, they sort through all the donations. They're very happy with the number of donations that they have gotten. And it's kind of, like I said, I really do like these kind of trips when they go to a whole nother country, and then, not only do they go into another country, but they also dig into the fact that, okay, we're in this new country. This country has been going through things. We're finna, do some things for this particular country. Like, we're going to help them out. We're going to give them food. We're going to give them water. We're going to give them all of their basic needs. So I like trips like that, y'all, on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Britt comes over. She brings barely little to nothing. And this is what I got to say about that, y'all. I'm not here to tell nobody how much they should or could or would or need to donate. I'm not really here to do that. But in the same breath, it's like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? And girl, you could have kept that shit to yourself. You really didn't bring shit. Like, I just feel like Britt had no intentions on bringing much or nothing. If she didn't want to donate nothing that she already had at her house, girl, you could have went down to the local Walmart or Target, bought them folks like some white tees, some underwear, some socks, some water. Like, you could have bought some shit. Like, that, it just, to me, it just looks as though you really weren't trying. And maybe that's just me, but I feel like if you're going to donate, you need to go all out to donate, in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but see, that's just me, though. That's just me. That's the way I see it. That's the way that I see fit. Like, if you're going to donate, baby, you need to donate. Okay. Like, donate if you really going to do that. But, whatever. It is what it is. But Britt just don't seem like the type of person that's really down for the cause anyway. Just based off of her personality and the things that she has already done already to begin with. It's like, girl, what do we really expect from somebody that's self-centered as her? I mean, this is the same person who really believes that her sister is jealous of her or whatever, or thinks that girls are jealous of her. I already said that she's not a girl's and all this other bullshit. Like, Britt ain't shit, and we already know that she ain't shit. So her donation wasn't gonna be shit from an ain't shit person. So then that's when Shamea speaks on Drew standing on the fact that she called her a lap dog. I'm sorry, Shamea, but I would have stood on calling your ass a lap dog too. What did you expect her to do? Like, I feel like this. Y'all be telling people if you say something, then you need to stand on it, right? So in my eyes, if she didn't stand on it, if she didn't stand 10 toes down on what the fuck she said, y'all would have had a problem with that too. You know what I mean? Like, because here's my thing. I respect the person more if they would just say what the fuck they said, stand 10 toes down on what they said, and not really have a gripe about it because they said what the fuck they said. That's how I feel about certain things. And I don't understand why you feeling a way about standing on that lap dog comment. At the end of the day, Shamea, you were giving off lap dog energy. You went and ran and told Porsha some shit that really wasn't accurate. So that's why you were called a fucking lap dog. And if you want to feel some type of way about her standing on the fact that she called you a lap dog, then in the same breath, you need to own up to the fact that you were doing lap dog ass shit, and y'all are using Drew as a means for a fucking storyline and as a punching bag. I see right through you motherfuckers at the end of the day, and you chose to do that. So at the end of the day, get mad at yourself for doing lap dog shit. Don't get mad at a motherfucker. Don't get mad at her because you was the hit lap dog that hollered. You the one who hollering because you know your ass be doing lap dog ass shit. So grow up, move on, and shut the hell up, okay? I'm tired of you crying about this damn lap dog comment. If anything, you need to keep on crying about the fact that your friendship with Porsha ain't worth a damn. That's what you should be crying about. But you up here crying about being called what the fuck you been acting like, which is a damn lap dog. Grow the hell up, Shamea. Seriously, because you're getting on my damn nerves with this whole situation. And you really want to act like you don't understand why you got called a lap dog, and you don't understand why Drew's energy towards you was the energy that it was towards you. Because you've been running your mouth talking shit, shading her. Like, get the fuck out of here. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, Kelly is concerned about the women going to Grenada, and she just wants everybody to go into it with a clear head. Here's my thing about that. You know, they always want to say, yeah, we're going to go to Grenada, and I really want everybody to get along, and I really want everybody to go to this trip with a clear head. That's a motherfucking lie. You know goddamn well that y'all don't intend on going there with a clear damn head. You know damn well you don't intend on going on that trip with no shit being started, because these trips are where all the shit gets started, okay? That's why all the shit gets started on trips like this. So I'm going to need for you to stop doing that, and I'm going to need for you to realize that, girl, you on the bullshit. Girl, you want the bullshit, and you know, okay? So then Shamea speaks on her confrontation with Porsha, and she says that, you know, where me and Porsha have talked about it and we've moved on. Y'all ain't moved on from shit. Y'all barely even discuss the core of y'all issues. Y'all do what y'all do best, and that's avoid the real conversation. What y'all did best. You avoid the conversation at hand. You avoided the real issues. You let Porsha and her fake ass waterfalls, okay, sit up here and throw you off. That's what the fuck you did. So y'all didn't talk about nothing, as evident in real time that y'all are not even speaking right now. So all this, oh, me and Porsha already talked. Y'all ain't talked about nothing. Y'all ain't talked about nothing. Y'all ain't did shit. Y'all just put a band-aid on the boo-boo and kept it moving, as y'all always do. And then y'all wonder why issues keep on coming up, because y'all never really do the real work to really have a real friendship and really discuss all the issues. I just feel like with any friendship and there's issues in a friendship, y'all can never fully move forward until y'all address every little thing that's going on. I think I say this in every damn live. In a friendship, and you can't continuously allow things to keep on moving past you. Like, the more you keep on holding on to things and the more you keep on letting shit pass, the more it's going to be a situation where it's going to be like, you're going to feel like your voice is not being heard because you're not opening your motherfucking mouth for the right reasons. You're opening your motherfucking mouth to start shit with Drew, when you need to be opening your motherfucking mouth to speak up for your own damn self. But it's funny how Shamea can get live with everybody else, open up her mouth for everybody else, but the mother she need to be opening up her damn mouth for. Okay? Know when to open your motherfucking mouth. Besides, you know, sucking on your man, open your mouth when Porsha be, you know, dog walking your ass. Open up your mouth then. But that mouth get the going when it's time for you to come at Drew, or when it was time for you to come at Angela. Now here's my thing. Porsha is your friend, so I don't really expect for you to just go all the way in on Porsha like timeout, because let's be real. I know we watching the show, but we got to put ourselves in the light that this is real. It's easy for us to go in on motherfuckers that we barely know versus going in on our friend. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and act as if I'm going to treat, if I was on the show, I would treat my friend the same way I treat Angela or somebody like that. Absolutely not. But I will stand on business and say, this is what hurt me. This is what you did. You need to stand on it. It's a way to let your friend know what's going on versus going in on your friend while letting them know what's going on. You can have a very stern approach. But the problem with Shamea is she got so much mouth and so much lip for everybody else, but she ain't got shit for Porsha. And that is the problem, and that is why she's clicking down. Because if you really remember at the very beginning, a lot of people were here for Shamea. A lot of people were team Shamea. They was not team Porsha. But as this season continues to go along and unfold, you're right there in the same boat as Porsha, and you're clicking down, and you have nobody but yourself to blame for that. So either you redeem yourself at this reunion, or ain't nobody gonna have no use for you when next season come. And as much as people want to say that they feel like Shamea don't need to come back, Shamea gonna come back next season. She's coming back. I think pretty much all they ask is probably coming back next season. So yeah, so that's my thing. But yeah, I like Shamea still, but you know, I'm not no stranger to calling out the people that I like, for real. So next up, we get into Porsha and Drew. Now, they meet up to finally have a conversation about their issues, right? I just feel like Porsha could have been had this conversation with Drew, as Drew said. Drew said we could have been talked a long time ago. And I really do agree. This is a conversation that they could have had a long damn time ago. But instead, Porsha wanted to continue to drag this shit out because she can't talk about Simon. Or better yet, she won't talk about Simon and don't want to have no conversation about Simon. That might be what it is. But she could have been had a conversation with Drew. But like I keep on telling y'all, and I, just like I kept on saying at the panel, I personally feel like these girls go after Drew because they feel like, you know, it's easier for them to go at Drew. It's like Drew is an easy target for them to go after. And now Drew is giving that energy that she should have been giving them a long time ago. I don't care what nobody say, y'all. I'm going to always be Team Drew. I root for the underdog. I root for the underdog. I mean, sue me. I root for the underdog. I always want to see the underdog come out of their shell. I always want to see the underdog show everybody what they really made of. Because I'm the type of person, I like to be underestimated. Like, people underestimate me all the time. So to see Drew get underestimated so damn much by these girls and how these girls love to come at her for little things, I'll be sitting there. I've been sitting here since season 13 saying, Drew better boss up. Drew better get her fashions together. Drew better get their hair and makeup right. Drew better sit there pretty and read the fuck out these motherfuckers, okay? That's what she needs to do. And this season, that's what she's been doing. She's been standing on her own against all these girls. All these girls have been finding a reason to come up against Drew. From Porsha to Kelly, to Shamea, to even Britt, you know, all these girls, and now Phaedra, all these girls are coming at Drew, and Drew is standing 10 toes down and not letting nobody punk her out. And that is the energy that I've always needed from Drew from the very beginning. I love that shit. And I don't give a damn how none of the fans feel about Drew. Y'all can hate Drew. Y'all can call Drew liars all day. But in the same breath, if y'all gonna go for Phaedra and her lies, if y'all gonna go for Porsha and her motherfucking lies, then y'all might as well just deal with Drew and her little white lies, okay? I'm here for it. I don't give a fuck. Team Drew. Team Drew. Been Team Drew, and Drew has already proven that she's a strong housewife. I don't know what y'all be saying, because you know what? I be listening to Carlos podcast every Tuesday morning. Well, every month. Well, no, it be Tuesday morning. Every Tuesday morning, I listen to that Monday Night Live that he be doing with Dustin and Claudia, or Dustin and the dark skinned chick. What's her name? Jasmine. I love that girl, by the way. I love Jasmine. But I be listening to them, and I just really be feeling like Drew is really I feel like Drew's a strong housewife. A lot of people don't want to give Drew her things, but Drew is really a strong housewife, and I think Drew has already proven herself to be a strong housewife. Period. Okay? But anyway, let's continue. So Drew, like I said, Drew says that they could have been talked a long time ago. So Porsha starts speaking on Drew filming with Dennis once a fucking again. And I see people keep on trying to defend Porsha and this logic that Porsha has about Drew filming with Dennis. It's not like Drew is doing that shit to be, you know, specifically petty and disrespectful, but you knew that she was working with Dennis on her music. You already knew that. And if you are friends with Drew, like you said you was, you would know that Drew's whole storyline, besides her divorce, was her music. So if she's working with Dennis on her music, wouldn't it make sense for Dennis to show up and film with her when they're talking about the music or when they're in the studio? Wouldn't that make sense? Especially if you already know that they're doing music together. So there's people that I saw on Twitter, on Housewives Twitter, right, that said you can work with Dennis all day on music off camera, but don't do it on camera. What the fuck sense does that make? What the fuck sense does that make? How you gonna sit your ass up here and say, okay, she can work with Dennis off camera, but in the same breath, don't work with him on camera? That's stupid as fuck. If I'm working with the motherfucker, why can't he be on camera with me while we're working together? It's a part of my storyline. It's a part of my life. Y'all keep on talking about let's show real life. Dennis and Drew working together is a part of her real life, so why wouldn't she show all of it? Y'all are dumb. And I ain't talking about y'all, but I'm talking about the people. Y'all dumb as fuck. And y'all logic be killing me. I got a super chat. Let me see. Shout out to Dr. Frida. I hope I said it right. Thank you for the $19.99 super chat. You're right. Drew has been holding her own this season. It seems like everyone is trying to make her the easy target, but she is standing strong, which she is. She is very much so standing strong, and I am really here for it. I love to see it. Like, for real, for real. I love to see Drew handling these girls. I like to see her holding her own, y'all. Like, I love a girl that can hold her own. I love a girl that can stand in the test of all the adversaries. Like, for real. I love that shit. Shout out to the 330 people that's in my chat right now. Woo! As Master P then would say, if you're new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe and all that other stuff, because we're almost at 57K. We're like less than 200 subscribers away. So go ahead and subscribe, because we got a goal to hit 60K. Hopefully we hit it by the end of the year. I'm hoping so. But make sure y'all subscribe, y'all. So let's look at some of the comments real quick, okay? Let me see. I don't know why Drew apologized for not telling Porsha earlier in the show. Drew said Porsha knew. Right. That's what I was confused by. That's why I can't deal with Bravo Twitter. One of the most toxic fandoms I've ever seen. Okay. What I don't understand is, why is it okay for Porsha to film with Ralph all of a sudden, especially if she was mad when someone did it to her? Why would her doing it back is okay? People are immature. Exactly. But we're going to get to that in a second. If Simon was available, Porsha wouldn't be worried about Dennis. And that's exactly what I've been saying. That's exactly what a lot of people that's been reviewing this show have been saying. Like, if Simon was available and if Simon was willing and ready to film, Drew would not care. And not Drew, Porsha would not give a fuck. We all know that she would, but she's just looking for a reason to give a fuck. And it's ridiculous. If Porsha was happily married, she would not give a fuck. Dennis Island, the real... Exactly. Okay. We're getting our guy Scotty there before the end of the year. Yes, honey. Because I just feel like at the end of the day, if Simon was still on this show, and if she was still married to Simon, and if Simon was willing to film with her and all this other shit, Porsha would not care about that girl filming with damn Dennis. She would not care. She would pretend like she's unbothered and all that other good shit. Like, I'm not Drew. Porsha full of shit, but I've been telling y'all that girl been full of shit since season 9, and y'all didn't want to believe me. Because once again, I was one of them people that was completely like Team Porsha. Season 5, Team Porsha. Season 6, Team Porsha. Season 7, Team Porsha. Season 8 is when I really started to look at Porsha differently. But by the time we got to season 9, I was over Porsha. I've been over her ever since. So yeah, Porsha. But I always said Porsha supporters are like Trump supporters at the end of the day, for real. So when Porsha brought up Drew filming with Dennis, that's when Drew says that, well, you're here to talk to me about filming with Dennis. But in the same breath, you and Shamea are filming with Ralph. And at this point, it's giving tit for tat. And it is giving tit for tat. And everybody want to say, well, how can Drew feel some type of way about Porsha filming with Ralph? But she wanted Porsha to understand why she was filming with Dennis, because the two situations are totally different. They were totally different situations. Drew was filming with Dennis because she was working with Dennis on music, which Porsha knew, which the whole world knew. It was posted on social media. We already knew that Drew was working with Dennis. That's a no-brainer. But Porsha and Shamea were filming with Ralph to be malicious. They were filming with Ralph because they don't like Drew. That's why they were filming with Dennis, and that is the difference. So why are we going to sit up here and act like we don't understand what's really going on and why certain shit was being done? Certain shit was being done because y'all were being malicious. Y'all knew what the fuck y'all were doing. Drew was not being malicious with you. Drew wasn't doing anything wrong to you. Drew wasn't doing shit to you. But you were so mad and so heated and felt like, Drew did the ultimate worst by filming with, Dennis and shit like that. Even though, once again, she was working with the nigga and shit like that. But you feel like it's okay for you to sit around here and film with Ralph out of pure, out of pure bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Out of pure nastiness, it's the whole reason why you did it. But you ain't gonna never own that, and you ain't gonna never say that that's the reason why you did that. But y'all know that Porsha don't never own shit. Okay, she never owned shit. So what more was I asking for? So Porsha then starts saying, well, people been going around here saying that you was out here dating Dennis and all this other stuff. But yeah, from what I know, you was dating Black. I don't know who the fuck Black is. So Dennis said, my friend. And then Porsha was like, is that your friend? And then Drew was like, I'm not dating Black. I'm not dating Black at all. Like that, like Black is my friend. So somebody in the confessional asked Porsha, where did she get the whole tea about Drew dating Black from? She said, I got it from Dennis. And then she said, did I say that before? And then she was like, oh my God, I don't think I should have said that. Oh my God, can y'all take that out? Girl, you knew what the fuck you were saying. And then another thing that I almost forgot to mention was that Porsha gonna say, I'm pretty sure that it stung her a little bit to know that I was filming with Ralph, and I'm sure that it stung her. But I mean, I guess it stung her the same way she wanted to try and sting me by filming with my baby daddy. You are so delusional, Porsha. You are one delusional motherfucker. You really still are going to go along with this whole notion that Drew was filming with Dennis to spite you, when we all know that wasn't the case. We know that wasn't the case. And you're still going to go along with that whole narrative that this girl filmed with Dennis just to spite you. You really think that you're special. I look at people like Porsha, delusional ass people like Porsha, and I be like, girl, you really think you're special? You really think you're that special? Like, you really believe that you're special enough for me to film with your baby daddy just to get under your skin when we supposed to be friends? You're not that special. And then Porsha just sits up and makes stuff up as she goes along. I be sitting there looking at Porsha, and every time she opens her mouth, I be like, you just made that up. You just made that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be saying every time I be looking at Porsha, and anytime I hear her say anything, I'll be like, you just made that up. Like, you literally just made that up out of thin air. You just made that shit up just to make yourself feel better. Now you're saying that this girl, first you tried to insinuate that she was fucking Dennis, tried to say that she was trying to Dennis dick for tracks. Now you're trying to say that she fucking Black. Who is Drew fucking? Is she fucking her husband? Is she fucking Dennis? Is she fucking Black? Because you know you clocking her pussy miles, very much so. You really trying to clock how many miles is on her motherfucking pussy. But don't want anybody to clock your damn pussy miles. You really clocking hers. So since you know everything, Porsha, who is Drew fucking? Who is she fucking? Is it Ralph, her husband? Does she go back for that forbidden when she's in need? Does she do that? Is she fucking your big belly baby daddy? Because some niggas with big bellies got good. I would know. But is she fucking your baby daddy? Is she fucking Black? Who's she fucking Porsha, since you know every motherfucking thing? Since you got your degree and you know every motherfucking thing, who is she fucking? Huh? Who's she? Because we know you've been fucking out of both pants legs. So I'm just trying to figure out why the fuck you sitting up here worrying about who she fucking and what she doing. Then when Drew said that Porsha was fucking Future, Porsha couldn't take it. First of all, I'm not fucking Future. I don't even know Future. Well, your husband said, your soon-to-be ex-husband sat up here and said that you were fucking Future. That's what he said. Your husband said that you were fucking Future. He the one who put it out there on the internet. I'm just saying, he the one who put it on the internet. And then Drew said, I feel like the smoke that you have for me is not even real. Clock it, Drew. Clock it, Drew. The smoke that Porsha has for Drew is not real. Your energy that you got for Drew is not real. This storyline and this problem that you got with Drew is not real. And that's why you got your beautiful dumb ass up and stormed the fuck off and want to say you're not giving any of these bitches your energy. Now these bitches can't have your energy because they're calling you out on your shit. Now, once the kitchen get way too damn hot, you got to get up and run away. Girl, please. Girl, get your ass the fuck up out of here. You did right to walk away because Drew was eating you up, and that's just that, and you can't take it. Where we at with this? I got another super chat. Hey, Keisha. Scotty, these gaslighting and follower heifers got on my nerves. Shamea, Kelly, and Porsha are lame AF, and Phaedra acts like she wasn't homely looking 4 years ago. Oh, baby, you just wait till I get to that part. You wait till I get to that part. But like I said, Drew ate Porsha up in that scene. Drew won that whole battle in that scene. The moment that Porsha got her beautiful ass up and stormed off because she ain't have nothing more to say, Drew won. Drew been winning every battle this whole season, and the girls can't handle it, okay? The girls can't take it, and they won't be able to take it, child. Drew is winning, okay? Like, I was so here for Drew clocking Porsha and getting her ass right on together. I'm like, you better get her ass together, Drew. You better get her together, girl. You better get her together. Get her ass together, baby. Get her together. Because she deserves it. Get her. I was laying up in that bed. Watching that show, and I was like, get her, Drew. Get her, Drew. And in so many words, it's not really get him, Drew. Get him, Glow. Okay? Get him, Glow. Stop overthinking. These hoes can't with you. Okay? Drew was standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before she let her hoe play with her, she gonna eat some jail food on game, okay? And every scene Porsha been in, she been stumping on see hoes with her shell toes. Slapping housewives and making bail, hoe, okay? I'm just saying. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate her, okay? And that's on period. That's on period. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. I love it. I love seeing Drew get these motherfucking girls together. I love it. I enjoy it. And I am here for it. I am here for the shit. You better get it, Drew. Drew, you better work it. Drew, you better get it. All right. Okay. Let me stop. I'm doing too much standing for Drew right about now. Let me get back to my notes. Let me see. So we get into Kelly. So Kelly is letting the girls know that she's going on vacation to Grenada. Okay, that's what she's doing. She's letting them know she's going on a trip to Grenada. And she's going to miss the first day of school. I'm not going to lie to y'all. When I be watching these shows and I be seeing these women and when they have to go on these trips and stuff and then they have to miss the first day of school with their kids, I be feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? I be feeling bad for the moms that be having to miss their kids' first day of school because, like, I know for a fact that my mama was there for all of my first day of school. All 17 of them, she was there. So, I was just like, I know this probably gonna be a lot on Kelly because I think that the first day of school is very vital to moms and to parents when they go on their first day of school. Like a lot of parents just for any day of school, they gotta be there for their first day. They want to be able to send them off, give them well wishes for the remainder of the school year and all that other good stuff. But let me see. What we at? So Uncle Lamont is going to care for the kids while she's gone, right? So then after that, she goes downstairs to talk to Lamont. Lamont says that he called her ex-husband and nothing has changed. He really doesn't want to make any amends with Kelly. He doesn't want to make things right with Kelly for the sake of the kids. He just want to be an asshole. And listen, I be feeling so bad for these women that be marrying these men, and you know what I mean, like be marrying these men, and I be so I be like so confused because I know that all relationships be going through their issues, and no relationship is perfect, none, no relationship, no situationship, none of that shit is perfect, right? So to me, it's like I really feel bad when women marry these men, have kids, have a family with these men, and soon as the going gets tough, these men flip on them and switch up and act as if they never loved them anyway. And sometimes I'll be sitting there looking at, shows like the Housewives of Atlanta, and I be seeing these women, constantly going through shit like that. And I be saying to myself, when they married these men, did these men did these men really love these women at all? Like, did they ever have their best interests at heart? Like, did they ever show them love anyway? Like, were there ever signs when they were dating these men, and when they finally married these men, and when the men put the ring on it, were there ever any red flags? Were there any signs that these men was gonna be trifling and doggish and assholish and probably the worst man on earth down the line? Because we all know that when we date people and stuff like that, sometimes we see some of the best attributes of them the first few months, but then it's about a year or two later, you see the real them, honey. That's how it be for some people. And I be asking that question, like, did you ever see the signs at the beginning? Because why is he treating you like this? And why is he acting like he hates you? Those are questions that need some answers for me when it come down to stuff like that. But trust and believe me, this is not in any way me trying to question Kelly's experience, because I believe every word she fucking saying about this man. Trust and believe me, I believe every word she's saying about him. But I just be wondering sometimes, like, what really be on these men mind, and why do they treat these women like that? Then they be treating the women like that, and then it trickles on down to how they treat their children. I just don't respect men. It's one thing that you're having issues with your soon to be ex, but then you start treating your kids a certain way because of the fact that you are now going through it with the mama. That's clown shit. I don't respect men like that. You feel what I'm saying? But that's just me though. I mean, that's just me. I don't respect niggas like that. Like you doing all that and you love this person all this time, and now that y'all going through y'all issues, now you want to sit up here and do the absolute most. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't get with it, and it's just that. But sometimes we can find ourselves in these situations because we do sometimes probably ignore the signs that's right in front of us. I mean, that's the truth. Sometimes we will ignore the signs that's right there in our faces. Sometimes we'll be like, okay, this person got money, he got the means, he can do this for me, he can do that for me. So because he can do this and that for me, I'm just gonna stick with him, I'm gonna stick beside him because he can do X, Y, and Z for me. But you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like and that's something that we all do. We all have been in those predicaments, but that's the only thing that I be saying. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Let me see. That's why I disagree when people say he's a bad husband but a great father. That statement is not true. Yeah. Have y'all seen Kelly's ex-husband? He's deaf given, unhappy and miserable with life. Absolutely. A lot of y'all saying that she saw the signs. A lot of red flags are ignored until the woman gets fed up. They ignore the red flags. I think more people should take accountability for having low self-esteem. Thank you for the super chat, that lady 1982. Love you, Scotty. You are packing Porsche up faster than Mexican music. Maria. Okay, let me see. Depending on how much trauma you have going on top of what happens in the marriage, woo, is a mental fight to get out. Yeah, it is. Let me see. Have y'all seen Kelly's ex-husband? He's not the slightest bit cute at all. Like, I don't know what she saw in him. It was probably the money or the finances. And that probably made him the most beautiful thing in the world, too. Who knows? But let's move on. We're getting into the trip. The girls get ready to fly out to Grenada. And I don't know, y'all. It'd be maybe just be me, But when these girls be going to the airport, I be thinking about, I want to do the people, do the regular patrons. Do they ever see them at the airport when they get ready to go on these trips? Because the Atlanta airport is probably one of the biggest fucking airports in the damn US. That Atlanta airport is some serious. It's like I have a love-hate relationship with the Atlanta airport. Like I love the Atlanta airport because it's so big, but I hate the Atlanta airport because it's so big. Like you got to get on the damn subway to go to your gate. You got to get on the damn subway to go to the damn baggage claim and shit. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I remember the first time I flew into Atlanta, because any other time I would ride with my friends to Atlanta, but when Jamar first moved here to Atlanta, I flew for the first time. Baby, I did not know what the fuck that damn subway was. Don't y'all know when I got off the plane, I walked all the way to baggage claim. That was the longest walk ever, and Jamar cussed my ass out when he picked me up from the airport. He was like, "What took you so long?" I said, "I was walking to baggage claim. It was so long." He said, "Why you didn't take the train?" I'm like, oh my God. Ever since then, I took that damn train. Because if you walk the baggage claim, you are a crazy motherfucker. Okay, that's a long ass walk. Don't ever do that at the Atlanta airport. But anyway, where we at? So, first of all, let's talk about how Phaedra shaded Angela, saying that she's the oldest young woman she's ever seen before. And I find it hilarious that a lot of Phaedra fans were just going up for that unnecessary shade that she was throwing at Angela. And let me tell you something. Angela might got a 99 nose, but she looked better than you, Phaedra. And you acting like when you first started on the Housewives of Atlanta, you were how old? Maybe 37, 38 when you first started? I'm 36 now. You was in up here 37, 38, giving 58. Given that you was a part of the usher board, given you graduated high school in 1972, given that you a grandmama, you was given all that when you first came on the damn show with that old lady ass hairdo. Okay, giving preacher's wife. You act like you don't remember how the fuck you look when you first came on this damn show. Like, girl, please go somewhere and sit down. Like, you was given very much so Southern Baptist homemaker, preacher's wife, and now you want to be JT and Carisha and think that you can sit up here and talk about somebody else and how they look. But see, Phaedra is a big ass hypocrite because look at how she dressing now. The same way the same shit that she would criticize other people for doing, she's doing it now. See, this is the reason why I don't like Phaedra, and people can sit up here and act as if they don't understand why I don't. But girl, please, okay, get the fuck out of here. Phaedra is annoying, and y'all can sit up here and laugh at that unnecessary ass shade that she be throwing at people all the hell y'all want to, but that's exactly what it was. Because I'm like, girl, what is the issue, and why are you throwing shade so damn hard at Angela? What was that about? Let me see. When I first seen Phaedra on Housewives her first season, I thought that Jackie O got casted. Oh! Okay. Phaedra should be the last person to speak on looks when she looked like a plain Jane. Exactly, because Nene said that she was plain Jane when she first came on the show. So I'm just like, Phaedra does look like a Mabel. Like giving up straight Medea, but she want to talk about somebody else and how they look. Phaedra, get a damn grip and tighten that mother. Okay, like for real. Cause you, girl. Okay. Anyway, they get to Grenada. Shamea's bags are stuck in Atlanta. Ooh, girl, I know how you feel when your bags is stuck somewhere and you ain't got no drawers to put on. Ooh, girl, I know that. I know how that feels. Phaedra asks who's beefing. I forgot who said that Drew is the beef. I forgot who said that. Then Drew explains her beef with Shamea. She was basically saying that, she didn't appreciate, Shamea running back telling Porsha. No, she was talking about Shamea doing an interview talking about her and stuff like that, then running back telling Porsha shit that wasn't really factual or nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why she was having her issues with Shamea. What else is going on? So then after that, they do a group toast. They want to, have fun on this, Grenada trip, right? Right. Okay. So now Shamea and Kelly, they discussed Phaedra, and I think that Kelly was like, "Well, how do you feel about Phaedra being here?" And then Shamea was like, "I'm fine with Phaedra being here. I think we're gonna have a good time. I'm fine with her being here. Her energy is good, so my energy is gonna be good. So I'm fine with Phaedra being here." And so now Shamea is saying that she's confused what Drew's beef is with her because she saw the post that Drew made and tagged Shamea in about going on interviews, creating fake beef. I don't know why the fuck you confused, because you did go on an interview and you are creating fake beef with that girl. You don't have no real beef with Drew. Your beef with Drew is Porsha's beef with Drew, and you have decided that you're going to jump on this shit. That's what happened. So stop acting like you're so confused at this fucking problem that she got with you. Stop acting confused. You know what's going on, girl. Stop acting confused. Why is it that y'all be doing shit to Drew? Y'all shade Drew. Y'all create these moments with that girl. And when she give y'all the moment right the fuck back, you motherfuckers are confused. Why is that? I don't understand why y'all be so damn confused. Why are you confused? Why are you confused? Shamea, you act like you ain't been talking about Drew all season for most of this second half of the season. You act like you ain't been saying nothing about her for this whole second half. So what the fuck are you talking about? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. You a confused ass lie. You so confused about her energy towards you. We confused at your energy towards Drew. We're confused at your non-energy towards Porsha. We're confused. We're all motherfucking confused, Shamea. We're all goddamn confused. Like, y'all kill me acting like you don't know why people got a problem with y'all. Like Drew made I'm telling y'all, when Drew was making her album, I don't know that she knew that the delusion was gonna be on 10 this season, but this should be the theme song for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You must be delusional, because a lot of these girls are delusional. They are. It's ridiculous. Like I can't handle it. Like I can't handle the bullshit. Motherfuckers is confused. Someone's like, you confused. She was confused when you went on the damn interview and started shit. Oh, girl. It's crazy. It's the gaslighting. Cynthia and Drew look at their new room, and then Cynthia speaks on her man. She says he's younger than her. He be ready to all the time. She getting her back blown out. That's that. So, and I'm happy for Cynthia. Girl, go get your back blown out. Go get your back blown out. Ain't nothing better than getting your back blown out or blowing out somebody else's back. Ooh. 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 Anyway, I'm happy that Cynthia is happy. Cynthia has seen a whole lot of stuff from Peter to Will to Mike. She have seen a whole lot of stuff. So I just love to see her happy, like for real. That's all that matters. But I like to see anybody happy. Let me see. Cynthia asked Drew if she's dating, but Drew says she's only having friends, but she's not really actively dating, due to the fact that she's still married, right? So then she just rather have a friend. And when you're going through that period of a divorce, or you're going through that period of breaking up with your mate, you need that time to really just heal and get yourself right before you move on into something else. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like that's the type of time that I be on. Like when I break up with somebody or we make a mutual understanding, it'd be like, yeah, let me get this time to really just, sit back, lick my wounds, heal. Then I can jump on the next one if I want to. You know what I mean? So I think Drew is doing the right thing because this is a different situation. Like Drew is married. Drew was married. Drew had kids. So, it's nothing wrong with that. She doing what she's supposed to do. She talk about her sit down with Porsha and how that went nowhere. It only lasted 15 minutes because she got up and stormed out. She said something about Porsha filming with Drew and Cynthia calls it even. It ain't even at all, Cynthia. But okay, girl, do you. So now it's time for the dinner. And there is no cash trip without having a dinner at the cash trip, y'all. Angela celebrates her wedding anniversary. It's been 8 years since her and Charles Oakley then got married, so it's been a whole 8 years. Shout out to them. So Kelly says, okay, so I want to reset the mood. We're on this trip. I don't want us to bring ATL issues to this trip. We all want to have fun. So let's reset the mood. You're not resetting anything, Kelly. What you're doing is what production tells you to do. And that is, okay, so let me tell you what you do. So when y'all go out to eat, I need for you to start the conversation and say, okay, let's talk about, I need for you to start the conversation, put the issues on the table. We need for you to be the one to bring it up. That's all you doing. That's all you doing. That's all you doing. Trust me, I know. That's all you doing. Talking about a reset. Girl, bye. So then she says she wants to start with Shamea and Drew. Shamea is still upset about Drew calling her a lap dog. Shamea, get the fuck over it. Get over it. You feeling away about the lap dog comment. Drew feeling away about you running back to Porsha telling her shit that wasn't right. You feeling away still because she stood on calling you a lap dog and you stood on being one. You barking at the table like you looking for kibbles and bits. Or Purina. Or pedigree or something. You sat there and you barked like a fucking dog, but want to get mad because somebody called you what you were acting like? Come on now, Shamea. Like, girl, come on. Like you real stupid right now. She says that Shamea says that she hates the fake friendships. She says she feels like, let's not do this on social media. Like, say the shit to me. You know what I mean? Like, say this, whatever you got to say, you say to me. You don't say it on social media. But it's okay for you to say it on radio interviews. It's okay for you to pop shit like Crisco on radio interviews. But it's not okay for her to call you out on social media. I mean, you made it public by talking shit on the radio. So in turn, I'm going to make it public by talking shit on my social media and tagging you in it, letting you know that I'm talking to you. Since you let it be known that you were talking about me on a radio interview. See, the problem with some of these girls in this group is that they feel that they can do whatever they want to do to you, but when you turn around and do the same shit to them, they can't fucking handle it. Get a grip and grow the fuck up. You can't sit up here and lash me and tell me how mad to get, okay? You can't sit up here and get on the radio and talk shit about me and think that I'm not going to talk my shit on my motherfucking social media. Because first of all, it's my motherfucking social media. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. Get over it. Get over it. Shut the hell up. Get over it. Like I said, you talking about the fake friendships. You rather people say what they need to say to you and not on no damn internet. Well, say what the fuck you got to say to me and not on no damn radio interview. You do that. How about that? Drew said that it was a blessing. Dennis said the music was a blessing to take care of Pilar. And Porsha says, well, Shamea is owed an apology for being called a lapdog. And Drew is owed an apology for being talked about on the radio. Drew is owed an apology for Shamea running back to you, telling you information that's not accurate. Why the fuck do y'all feel like all of y'all are owed a damn apology, but this girl not? Get the fuck out of here. Please get the fuck out of my face. Angela says that we're offended by y'all by us having a conversation with you, and then you're running it back. So Phaedra said, do y'all really think that y'all were having an intimate conversation when y'all talking to her about her best friend? And then that's when Angela starts saying, I'm not prying into your relationship with Shamea. These are Shamea's grievances, and those are the grievances that she called out. And so that's when Shamea was like, y'all making it seem like I come to y'all about my issues with Porsha when the group actually comes to me about my issues with Porsha. Okay, so what's going on really, B? Okay, so let's say that it's true that the group themselves come to Shamea saying shit to her about her friendship with Porsha. It's up to you to not respond. It's up to you to not expound on your issues with Porsha with this group. And that's where you went wrong at. You want to be mad at everybody else about what you chose to do. Yes, everybody says that Porsha is a fake ass friend to you. Everybody says that, but everybody says that because it's fucking true. That's why people come to you with what they see, but you don't have to answer to that. Whether those are your grievances or not, you should state those grievances to Porsha. You should do that. But instead, you didn't. You sat there and had a conversation with Angela and Drew. They weren't your friends. Now, Drew was more of a friend to you than Angela was, but they really weren't your friends like that to be having no conversation about your grievances with Porsha. If you was going to have a conversation with someone about your grievances with Porsha, Cynthia would have been the right choice. But y'all was doing that fake ass shit. If you got a grievance, handle it with your friend. Don't talk to everybody about the issues, whether they asking you about them or not. And if you're going to have that conversation with them about your grievances, well, baby, stand 10 toes down on those grievances that you spoke about. Because one thing about it and two things for sure, if anybody came to me about a grievance that I had with my friend and I chose to respond to it, and if my friend came to me and asked me about it, I would stand 10 toes down on what the fuck I said and why I said it, and these are my damn grievances, and I'm not going to apologize for my damn grievances. Better yet, I would have chose not to even respond because it's none of their fucking business anyway. So at the end of the day, Shamea, you put them in your business when it comes down to the friendship. Get the fuck out of here. And so Kelly asks Porsha if she's been a good friend to Shamea. Porsha puts the brakes on the conversation and she wants them to move on because they already discussed their issues. Shamea saying, after all this time, I felt like that I was out here by myself talking about, defending this friendship. So for Porsha to put the brakes on this conversation, that made me feel good. You would take the bare minimum. You would take the bare minimum to be okay with this girl. She ain't doing this because she care about your friendship. She doing this because she don't want to talk about it. That's really why she doing it. So now Kelly says that Drew has an issue with everyone in the group but Cynthia. Drew says that she doesn't have an issue with Porsha. Porsha has an issue with her. Porsha says that she doesn't have any real expectations of a friendship with Drew anymore. You shouldn't, because you shitted on her this whole fucking season. Then, let me see. Porsha and Drew argue about Black and Future again. They go back and forth. Once again, Drew is eating Porsha the fuck up at their table. They come to a common ground, and that was the end of it. But by the time we get towards the end of the scene, Britt brought up Apollo to Phaedra, and Phaedra didn't give a fuck. I don't know why Britt felt the need to bring up Apollo. I just felt like that was Britt's way of trying to get a moment like she always try to do. And it fell flat because no one gave a fuck. But I think that was it. I think I covered everything. on this episode. I think that's everything that was talked about. So, y'all, that is pretty much my review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We had almost 600 people up in here tonight. I really appreciate it. I thank you guys for staying up with me because I had to get my rest, child. I had to because I had a time last night. We had a ball for Bando's birthday and Carl's performance last night. We had a ball. But thank you guys for watching, of course. I hope you guys enjoyed the reviews. Like I said, if you saw my post, I'm gonna take a different approach with my reviews. We're gonna stick with the reviews, but I'm gonna give y'all more story times and stuff like that. Because the biggest thing is I try to be as transparent as possible so y'all can know who I am. So I'm gonna put more of my transparency into my story times, and to keep from injecting all of it into the reviews. I'm gonna do more story times. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story times, and I see you guys enjoyed the me and my ex video that I did with Bubs the God 2 years ago. I see y'all enjoyed that video. It was great. It's great revisiting that. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you guys tune into the Whether You Like It or Not panel tomorrow. It'll be on Sakina's page. But like I said, there's a big possibility that I may not be there because I have to film tomorrow night. But we'll see. But all in all, I'm done for tonight, and tomorrow you should get my reaction for the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show. If there's anything else going on tomorrow, you'll get another video besides that. With that being said, y'all, I'm outie, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.
On some whole shit. What happened to the Zeus fame? Then Bobby made you change your name. For a show, still searching for a ring. Pray these hoes find better days. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Nigga never was a real one. Copping, please, spreading lies. What you hiding from? All these shows just an extra.
Little dance now, twerking on shit live.
Bad bitch, munch it up, cock goblin. Slapping ass on this dick, cock goblin. Gobble up his dick, bitch a cock goblin. Fuck him in his face, bitch a cock goblin.
Attitude bad, but I'm better. Ass poke out just fatter.